Hi again, and welcome to another Top Story. So excited to welcome Lisa Machino into our studios this morning. Lisa is with the Nordik Institute. So first of all, congratulations. You're sort of new to this position,
yes.
So that's exciting.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be a part of this team, actually.
Terrific. So tell us about the Nordik Institute and what it does.
So Nordik Institute is an innovative research institute. It's affiliated with Algoma University. And it grew out of one of the first in Canada community economic and social development degree programs. And so through community-based research, Nordik is advancing social and economic development in our communities, helping Northerners basically steer their economic and social destinies.
That's really interesting because I think there are so many people who feel living in the north, right?
Yes.
That, my goodness, Southern Ontario, they just don't have a clue.
Yeah.
You know, they just, and it's not, I'm not slamming anybody there, but it's just a fact that they don't understand Northern Ontario.
Absolutely.
Are you feeling like people are educated enough about the Nordik Institute and what they do? Are you happy with people coming to you with requests?
Oh, I mean, we're always happy with people coming with requests and expressing interest in bringing us projects and work with us. You know, it's an ongoing thing. We want to get the word out. We want more people to know about Nordik and what we do in the community.
So somebody brings you a project. What does that look like? Is it a proposal? Is it a business venture?
It could be any of those things. I mean, generally speaking, we do work. We can measure social impact. So say an organization wants to know a little bit more about the kind of impact they're having in their community. So we do social return on investment. We actually recently worked with a group of Northern Ontario libraries on an award-winning project.
Awesome!
Recently was one of the winners of the SMIC Awards, the
That's phenomenal.
Innovation Center's Project of the Year Awards. And so we worked with 5 different libraries in Northern Ontario to set up a toolkit so that those libraries could then measure the kind of impact they're having, the positive impact they're having on community, who's coming in, who's using it, how are they, what other groups are they working with in the community to boost basically the health and wellness of the community. So we worked with them to develop that kind of toolkit. But we do all kinds. What a good news
project,
right?
Yes. Because then everybody's encouraged to keep working, I would think.
Yes, absolutely. And so Nordik will do this type of thing. We'll do social return on investment. We'll do asset mapping. We'll do strategic planning. As well as data collection for various projects that are, based in the community. So another example would be the Neighborhood Resource Center. We worked with them on a research project to look at, when they started, to look at the kind of impact they were having on their neighborhood. So it's that kind of positive community-based work that Nordik is involved with.
Man, that's got to be a rewarding job.
Very, yes, very. I work with a great and hopeful team of people, so it's a great work.
Now, are you of the area? Are you from Sault Ste. Marie?
Actually, well, I am as of 2 years ago.
Right.
So I'm from Toronto originally, but I moved north, and my interest is in learning about northern communities, what's special about them, what's unique about them, and it's been fascinating. And so coming into a job like this, for me, was a great fit and really feeds that love of the North and my interest in learning more about the community that I'm living in.
With regards to your association with Algoma U, how does that work? Is it a partnership? Do they fund you?
So Nordik receives certain services from NSpace from the universities.
I see.
Yes. Yeah.
That's handy.
Yes, it is very handy. It's great, and we are able to work with some of the faculty members there as well. So
and I imagine it's helpful to get to know the community through such a prominent
Yes.
fixture in the community.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Now, if somebody's interested in coming to you for some questions, you know, wondering if they would qualify for some help from the Nordik Institute, should they just come to the university? Do they have to have a business plan in place? How does that work?
So are you talking specifically about just in general? Or
Yeah,
about
just in general.
In general.
Yeah.
So they would reach out to either our director, Sean Meadas, or research coordinator, Jude Ortiz,
Okay.
to have a conversation about what they're interested in, what their need is, what their you know, what the
What their
issue
priority is,
Yeah,
yeah.
the community issue is that they're wanting to explore. If there's a community challenge, what the nature of the question is, and
Awesome.
Nordik would be available to, you know, either direct them or provide,
Right.
you know, a plan to work with them.
And if you can't work with them, I'm sure you would sort of steer them and direct them
Yes.
to whoever could help them.
Yes, absolutely.
let's
we
talk
work with a number of community partners.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
In the community, so.
Right. Let's talk about the Procurement and Investment Readiness Fund. What
Sure.
is that?
Okay, so that is it's a grant fund financed by the Ontario government over 2 years. It's $4.5 million. And it is administered by CENET, which is the Canadian Community Economic Development Network.
Okay. And how does that relate to Nordik?
Okay, so, and I should say that this fund is intended to support social enterprises to help them scale up and get ready to compete for contracts, to grow their business, to compete for attract investment. And so Nordik is one of the service providers working on this fund. So any successful applicants to the fund would be directed to a regional service provider like Nordik, who would then go through the assessment process with the social enterprise, looking at what their strengths are, what areas are open for growth that they might be, you know, in need of for scaling up. And then helping them, providing them with resources like training to help them get to where they need to be.
I imagine you must work with some folks who really have no idea how much support is out there for them, right?
Yeah, exactly. And something like, you know, like PERF and like Nordik is there to raise that awareness that, you know, that social enterprise is a thing, that a lot of people have wonderful ideas about how to make a difference in their community with a business idea, and you know, they may not know who to go to or where to start. And so Nordik, through their initiative called SEE, which is Social Enterprise and Entrepreneurship, they are out there raising awareness about what social enterprise is and providing resources to help social enterprise get off the ground and scale up. And so PERF is another piece of that. That's coming from the government. It's a government initiative and part of a larger 5-year initiative around social enterprise. Yeah.
I think that it's got to be so gratifying for you to work with folks who are, you know, excited and really want to ramp up what they're doing because they're so passionate about it. Do you feel like, do you deal with just Sault Ste. Marie, or can people from out of town come to you?
Yeah, no, we deal with all northern communities.
Oh, good,
so we will partner with. For example, we partner with the Economic Development Center in Timmins,
awesome.
You know, and Perro up in Thunder Bay. So, you know, we do have partnerships that we
You've got
form.
great connections.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I'm thinking somebody watching might be thinking, you know, I live in Massey.
Right.
You know, and I have this great idea, and I have no idea where to go, what to do. I'm overwhelmed. I'm not a business person. Help.
So something like the SEE initiative they cover all the way from Parry Sound to the border of Manitoba and every place in between. And so if there is somebody with you know, an interest in making a difference, you know, want to tackle a community issue and want to create enterprise or a business venture that has as its priority a social mission, a cultural or economic mission, then going to a website like C's website, which is seethechange.ca, provides them with a lot of information. Will connect them with community partners, regional partners, and Nordik.
Do you, as Nordik, do you work with just nonprofit or profit as well, or?
Yeah, well, so in terms of social enterprise,
yes.
a social enterprise can take many forms.
Sure.
It can be sole proprietor business, it can be a not-for-profit, it can be a cooperative, but the real key, the thing that's common to all of these different forms is that social enterprise is focused on having that social impact, making you know, social, cultural,
right.
environmental impact, and that mission is built right into what they do. So it's not, you know, it's not just, well, we're going to you know,
help you open a corner store.
Exactly, and you know, a byproduct of that is that, you know, we're doing good for the community.
Sure.
It's actually much more, it's intentional, and they are, social enterprise will measure. So they're interested in measuring and recording the kind of social impact that they're having. So, and as well, any profits that they make are reinvested into their mission. So pretty much once they've covered their operating expenses, anything over and above goes back into investing in their mission.
Man, you do such good work and help so many people, I'm sure. If we want to get a hold of the Nordik Institute, should we just go to the university? Is there a website?
There is a website. It's nordikinstitute.com, I believe.
Okay, and it's Nordik, N-O-R-D-I-K.
K.
Institute.
Institute, yes, and that stands for Northern Ontario Development, Ideas, and Knowledge.
Terrific.
Institute. So
you know what? I had no idea. I've learned so much this morning. I really appreciate you coming in.
My pleasure.
Best of luck with this job.
Thank
Enjoy.
you so much for having us.
Sounds like a positive. We'll be back right after this.